Could the secret to balanced blood sugar be growing in your own backyard? Hi, my name's Dr. Ryan Shelton. What if I told you that the key to maintaining a perfect blood sugar balance could be hiding in your own backyard right now? It sounds unbelievable, I know. But in just a moment, I'm going to reveal the identity of this miracle blood sugar balancing flower. And I'm also going to tell you how this discovery saved the life of my friend Jason by finally getting his sky-high blood sugar under control. So, how'd I find out about all this? Well, it's all thanks to a recently unearthed ancient book often called the Old Testament of Natural Health. It's written by the father of Chinese medicine. It was hidden in plain sight for thousands of years. When it was finally discovered and deciphered, it revealed the little-known worst enemies of healthy blood sugar, what researchers are calling the two deadly blood sugar traps. But more importantly, it also revealed the identity of the miracle flower that modern-day science now proves is able to slam the door on those two blood sugar traps to give you the freedom of healthy blood sugar. And yes, this flower could be growing in your backyard right now. I'll show you both of these discoveries in the next few minutes and how you can use them to manage blood sugar. Because these discoveries saved my friend Jason's life, and now they're sending shock waves through the world of health. And they've helped people like Oscar R., age 60, from California, who said, "Before I found this presentation, I was always tired and didn't feel good. I needed some help but didn't know what to do, and I was sick and tired that my blood sugar levels were so high all the time. Since I found this presentation, my blood sugar levels are way better. Now I'm not afraid to see my doctor to get checked out. My numbers are in the high 90s to 100s when they had been 200 and higher all the time. Don't be afraid to try this. It really works." They've also helped Rosanna M., age 71, from Australia, who said, "Having recently had my doctor tell me my blood sugar was out of control, I was at a very low point in my life when I found this presentation. I consider myself healthy, so I was really shocked to find that my health had deteriorated to such a poor level. I started following this presentation's advice about 2 months ago, and I was skeptical. However, much to my surprise and to my doctor's surprise, every time I get my blood tested, the readings come back as normal. Health professionals are amazed at my results. You should give it a go. If you think of all the horrible chemicals you put into your body via mainstream medicine, you have nothing to lose. It can restore you to good health. With results like this, these discoveries are sending a shockwave through the world of health. But the mainstream medical industry, they want to sweep these discoveries back under the rug. They don't want you to know how dangerous these two blood sugar parasites really are. And they don't want you to know the Chinese flower that makes it dirt simple to support healthy blood sugar, or that this flower could be growing in your own backyard right this very second. They know that once people learn the truth, they'll be free to use these natural secrets on their own to maintain healthy blood sugar. There are billionaire CEOs and their lawyers that are trying to get this free presentation taken down, and it's getting more and more difficult to keep fighting them. So please make sure you keep watching while it's still up, because you're going to want to hear about how these discoveries saved Jason's life and how they can turn your life around. Now, you might be wondering how an ancient Chinese book could be shaking up the health world so severely. But once you see who the author is, well, you'll understand why. You may not have heard his name, but he influences your health every single day. He's probably even saved your life. The writer was Shen Nong. He's the father of Chinese medicine. Researchers searched desperately for his lost scroll for thousands of years. They knew that Shen Nong's lost book, this Old Testament of Natural Health, would change the world. After all, his few writings that have survived had already changed the world so much. He was the first doctor in history, the first to devote his life to the health of others. He's the one who created acupuncture, which has since soothed the ailments and improved the lives of hundreds of millions of people. He was even the first to discover tea and all its medical benefits. But most importantly, Shen Nong studied and tested over 360 different herbs to discover their medical benefits. You've probably heard about the medical benefits of ginseng. Weight loss, brain health, and soothing inflammation. We only know that because of Shen Nong. Or maybe you've heard how sesame improves skin health and reduces your risk of heart disease. Or how honeysuckle supports both your digestive and your respiratory systems. Or how ginger can reduce muscle pain and cure nausea. Or all the medical uses for asparagus, peony, or ephedra. It's all thanks to Shen Nong that we know the health-boosting properties of these herbs. In many of the top hospitals throughout Asia, doctors still use his natural methods. In fact, independent medical studies from the Chinese Journal of Integrative Medicine and the Journal of Pharmacology have found that many of Shen Nong's natural methods are more effective than surgery. You can see why he's called the father of Chinese medicine. But here's the most fascinating part. Even mainstream Western medicine wouldn't exist without Shen Nong. Not only did he develop basic medical principles like measuring your pulse, but his herbal discoveries became the basis of some of the most common drugs today. Aspirin, for example, was developed from willow bark. That's an herb that Shen Nong wrote about 5,000 years ago. Your local pharmacy would be empty if it weren't for Shen Nong. Not that the medical industry will admit it, though. It's their dirty little secret that all the billions of dollars they earn is thanks to the father of Chinese medicine. But despite all the good he's done in the world, at least half of Shen Nong's writings were lost, hidden inside his missing book. Acupuncture, the 360 herbs, aspirin, that's all less than 50% of his discoveries. That's why researchers were so devoted to finding Shen Nong's Old Testament of natural health. Just the surviving 50% of Shen Nong's writings had already revolutionized the medical world. What other shocking health discoveries would the hidden 50% contain? Today, researchers have finally discovered his lost work and realized they've been walking right past it nearly every day of their lives. They found the painfully obvious key to decipher this hidden text to learn hundreds of life-saving secrets. The most shocking secrets revealed are the 2 blood sugar parasites and the flower related to the buttercup that supports healthy blood sugar. This flower could be the relief that millions of Americans have been longing for. But like I warned you, the medical industry CEOs have caught wind of his lost work, and they're trying to sweep it back under the rug. They want you to worry about your blood sugar. They want you to stress out about what food you eat. And they want you to feel exhausted all the time. Not because they sadistically enjoy your suffering, no, but because your suffering puts the money in their pockets to buy their fancy cars, their mansions, and their yachts. So before they take down this presentation, make sure to keep watching, so I can share with you the story of how my friend Jason went from almost ending his own life to taking complete control of his blood sugar, and the dramatic story of exactly how researchers walked right past Shen Nong's lost writings every single day before finally realizing how to decipher them. And I'll be sharing the truth about the 2 deadly blood sugar parasites and the flower that will miraculously support your own healthy blood sugar. I'll share with you stories like Corinne Tees, who shared with me, "I knew I would die early from blood sugar complications, just as my mother and brother did, both at age 56. Most meds didn't help me, and I couldn't afford the one that did. What else could I do? I kept postponing my doctor's appointment because my blood sugar numbers were too high, and I felt like a failure. At first, I thought this presentation might just be a lot of hype, but I thought, what the heck? What if by some chance it worked? Also, I knew I couldn't keep postponing my doctor's appointment, and I was feeling desperate. Within a week of following the advice in this presentation, my blood sugar feels more in control. I have more energy and I feel great. I now walk my dog twice a day for 20 to 30 minutes each time. I feel positive about my health, my skin is glowing, and I'm losing weight. I no longer fear that I will die early. I'm looking forward to a long, happy future of traveling with my husband to visit our grandkids. I'm excited and no longer fear going to the doctor. Just watch this presentation and see for yourself." Before we look at more stories like Corinne's,